What's going on, guys? We're going to do an RXL trigger install today, and I'm going to show you some of the key features and improvements that it does over the stock trigger. We're going to start by removing either side of your grip panel. You only need one. I prefer to work from the left side. You're going to make sure the safety is off. You're going to roll the grip panel around to the other side, just like that. So I'm going to show you here how this works. Put our screws off to the side. The trigger rotates around this pin and comes in contact with this piece up here. That guy right there. So as you pull the trigger, it pushes that little rocket up, and that starts the action in the solenoid and fires your paintball gun. The problem is that there is an enormous amount of travel before you can actually fire your paintball. To remove the trigger, you're going to look for the side of the pin that has all the knurling on it. That's what these little lines are called. And you're going to push the other side out. So this side has the knurling. I'm going to flip it over. I've got a very pointy object here, and I'm just going to give it a thwack, and it's out. I've been testing a lot of triggers on this guy, so that was probably easier than yours is going to be. Next, you are going to remove the spring. Just a little loop out there, and then the stock trigger is going to slide out, kind of rotate, and come out that way. And there's your stock trigger. Don't need that anymore. So here's my trigger. The face of the trigger has been enlarged significantly. The profile of the trigger has been changed, and the activation point has been changed because there is material here to make up that gap that this trigger does not have. The safety still works, and you have a massive support area here, making it very strong. We're going to start by inserting the trigger upside down, then you're going to rotate it around. Because the trigger is so large, this is kind of difficult to get in. So put the head in, kind of work it. As you're pushing from the top, you're pushing the bottom in as well, and it slides in. You want to line up your holes and put your pin back in. Like I said, it's probably going to be a little harder for you to do that. Let's reinstall our trigger. Spring. If you're actually looking at this, there is contact. So when this charges with air, it'll come down, and as soon as you move the trigger, the piston moves. You guys have seen my shooting videos before. You're able to quickly get on the trigger. Much less movement now. So we're gonna roll these grips back over. So that's it for the install. Safety is working perfectly. I definitely had design in mind when I definitely had aesthetics in mind when I designed this thing. I think it looks fantastic. It's much easier to get on. It's much easier to fan, you know. But that's my RXL trigger, and I hope you enjoy and get many kills. I'll see you in the next one.